been asked to share a scripture verse that has helped us through this last year, through the pandemic. Well, for me, there's been many scriptures, but I want to cheat by not just bringing one verse, but two. And these, for me, are go-to verses whenever I'm going through difficult times, but particularly over this last year. And the first one is 1 Corinthians 13:10, and it says this: "No temptation has overtaken you, except what is common to man, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will provide a way out so you can endure it." Now, you might think, well, what's temptation got to do with all of this? But there's different types of temptation. You could be tempted to be depressed, tempted to give up, tempted to feel sorry for yourself, tempted to be resentful, to have negative attitudes, all sorts of temptations of that sort. And these are temptations that I sometimes go through. And to come to this verse and for God, and just to know that God is faithful and he will never let me go to the point where I just can't get through. He will always be there for me and provide a way out. So that is one of my go-to verses. The second one is this. It's from Jeremiah 29 and it's verses 11 to 13. And these will probably be familiar verses for you. It says this: "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Then you'll call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." And I find these words really helpful, especially when my own plans go astray, when things seem to be beyond my own control, like in this pandemic. And I don't know about you, but I sometimes think God smiles at my plans. But so often things seem to be outside our control. Things seem to overtake us. And this pandemic, this last year has been one of those situations where you could think, well, I'm not in control of this situation. I'm just reacting to it. But it is good to know that in all of this, when we don't understand what's going on, that God has got a plan for us. And it's a plan to prosper and not to harm us. And when I think about prosperity, I'm not talking about financial prosperity. I'm talking about prosperity in terms of relationships with each other and how we love and support each other through these difficult times. Well, that's my two verses, and they're helpful for me, and I hope they'll be helpful for you too as well.